good, gamers, and welcome back to Xbox ANZ Rewind, the show for people who love games and have played them at some point or another and maybe still do. I'm Galaxy.
And I'm Adrian, filling in for Opti on this episode, and we are your siblings that always pick player one, because those are the rules.
Don't tell Mum. Today's guest is a pop culture fiend, a 2000s teen movie historian, and Olivia Wilde nodding specialist. Please welcome the wickedly talented Mike's Mike.
Thanks, guys. Very excited with no E and a capital X to be here.
Very nice. Glad
Very
to have
on
you.
brand. Thank you for coming in.
Of course, yeah.
Why don't we just rewind a little bit? Take us through your relationship with Xbox as a young Mike's Mike.
Okay, well, it all starts with Crash Tag Team Racing. I was obsessed with this game. I think I got it in October 2005, which means I was 10, age reveal. And at that point, I'd been playing Crash Bandicoot for maybe 2 years. So my mum knew that I was obsessed. I think I was playing Wrath of Cortex. So when this came out and she bought it for me, I jumped straight in.
We love seeing Mum's support for video games. That's so good. But what drew you to Crash Tag Team Racing in the first place?
Well, this one specifically, you can crash into another car while racing, and that makes a supercar that you race as and take down other cars by sitting on the back with some kind of gun. Like, what more could you want?
So there's a benefit to actually crashing?
Yes.
So this is a racing game that I'll be good at?
Yes.
Sick.
So Crash has a ton of memories. What do you think are the most nostalgic parts for you specifically?
There are so many. I would say, for this game in particular, the graphics, although I don't know if they hold up as well now than as I thought back then.
Nostalgia has a rose-coloured lens.
Yeah, a 4K lens in my head. Otherwise, the characters. There's so many playable characters, as I have right here. And this is an 18-year-old tome that I've got here. And it has 10 characters. So you've got Crash, you've got Cortex, you've got Crunch, all the classics. Mm-hmm. I would usually play as Crash. I would sometimes dabble in Cortex.
Nice.
But then also, like, the weapons. The weapons change depending on who you are and who you clash with, which is so fun to me. Also, the soundtrack. It's like screaming high-pitched worms. I'm not going to... I can see you about to ask me to do that. I'm not going to do it.
I just want to know what it sounds like.
I can't picture it. What kind of worm? Like an earthworm?
I mean, when I'm listening to the soundtrack while playing the game, these are otherworldly worms.
Yeah,
They
okay.
exist in the Crash universe.
You've been playing it since?
I am obsessed with Crash Bandicoot. I feel like I really need to get this point across. I love Crash Bandicoot. I've played so many Crash Bandicoot games. So this was 2005. I played Crash Bandicoot Fusion, and then I also played Crash Bandicoot 4 during lockdown in 2020, and I was streaming this on Twitch. And I'm talking 100, 120 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
And it got to the point where people would get onto the stream and say, oh, like we're playing Crash again? It was to try and like get all the relics and all the time trial things.
Yeah, all of the extra gems and crystals and things.
Which that also feels quite Crash Bandicoot.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like collectathon-y.
Yeah, and that's something that I like about tag team racing as well, because you have the races, but there's also another section which is the classic platforming and explorable areas.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and
That's
side
cool.
missions.
Well, I think that's a perfect time for us to jump in and grab the controllers and play some games.
Yeah, let's play some Crash Tag Team Racing.
It's rewind time.
Oh, look at that.
Love this.
Nostalgia.
Although I was scared of this back in the day.
Oh.
It's sort
Really?
of steampunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
This and the menu select screen, like setting the date and time and all that kind of stuff.
Was it the wobbly green orb?
I think it was. I
Yeah.
think it was also because it felt kind of Matrixy. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
You're
I can
in
see
the
that.
Xbox
And I was
now.
10.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to play Crash Bandicoot.
You just wanted to play.
Exactly.
I don't want to set the time, Mum. I just want to jump in.
Exactly. I will say, these controllers, like, I love how tactile they feel. Like, I miss that.
The
like,
buttons.
A button that buttons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. You can hear them.
Yeah.
Hear that?
And that itself feels quite nostalgic. Or even just, like, the menu screen. That's what I was talking about before. Like, it's just so... It's so fun.
Man, do you remember
Yes,
like
do
setting
it.
up like where do you want to save?
Yeah.
yeah.
game.
And overriding my siblings' save file. And they get really mad at me.
I was lucky because my sister didn't really get around gaming, so I could just like rewrite whatever. Obviously, I'm picking Coco,
Okay.
obviously. Now, remember, you can crash or clash
Yes.
with other vehicles.
And so how does it exactly work when they clash together? You gain new powers or?
I think it depends on who clashes with who, if you are the driver or if you're the person that sits in the back shooting.
Okay.
But I also have like pro tips on when to clash that have just come to me now, but I'm not going to say them because I need to win, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, we're going.
Oh,
Let's go. Okay. So I'm on the top right. Where are you guys?
I am on the bottom left.
I'm top left, coming sixth.
I'm coming last
It's
right
not my
now.
best look at the moment, coming sixth, but sixth is better than seventh and eighth.
There's time.
So, how does this compare to when you were playing as your younger self?
Well, I am a lot worse now. Like seeing fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth feels like I'm failing my younger self. I need to get back to first because I didn't start perfect, but I mean after X amount of hours, I hope that I got pretty good at it.
Hey, it's about the journey, not the destination,
So
right?
true.
So positive. We're all about positive vibes here,
But
in seriousness,
in saying
you need to
that, like
practice.
I need to win. No, you're absolutely right. See, like I'm clashed at the moment, and I'm in the back of someone else's car.
Oh,
shooting.
nice.
Oh, I still haven't managed to do that
That's
yet.
cool. So you're aiming whilst driving?
Yeah, it's quite difficult.
The coordination.
But the NPC is driving here, which is interesting.
Handy.
Wait, aren't you Cortex?
I am Cortex.
You're
Wait, does that
driving
mean, are
me.
you driving, am I
Oh,
driving you?
you guys are clashed.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this driving's so bad. It must
Oh
be
my
an
goodness.
NPC.
I'm not going to let you live that one down.
Also, I don't know how to unclash, so I'm just.
You're
happy
just
for
stuck
you
with me,
drive
mate.
the car.
You're
Oh.
fully stuck with me.
Oh, I
actually,
tried to
okay.
drift and I spun around completely and I've gone back
You
down
need
to
a
six.
clash to get back.
So, Mike, what we've learnt is you've got the main character energy and I've got the NPC energy. Is that right?
Absolutely.
How do you reckon this has influenced like what you're doing now?
I'd say I'm quite a completionist.
Yeah.
So a lot of the work that I do now is really specific, in-depth pop culture, like movie and TV show analysis stuff. And I think that kind of stems from that need to really cover the entire topic, or like 100% the game. You've got the characters, the tracks, you unlock costumes as well.
Oh.
So the way it's set up is you're in like a theme park, and then you unlock parts of the theme park which have the racetracks in them.
Oh,
Love that.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you came first.
I came first.
Nice.
Nice.
Second.
Okay.
What's going on?
Not a good
Yeah, I
start.
thought it was pro.
Yeah, well. There's always the next time.
We were distracting you, to be fair.
To be fair,
Yeah, let's go with
that
that.
was
All
our
the
game.
questions.
Let's
Yeah.
go with that, yeah.
So how was that trip down memory lane?
Super fun. I am almost ashamed at how bad I was. But that makes me feel like I need to play this game now. Like I
Totally.
need to get
Gives
up
you
to
a goal
speed.
to practice, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
all muscle memory. Like I can feel it coming back as I'm playing it, even though I haven't played it in such a long time, which is cool. So,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
that with
of course.
us.
Thanks for playing with us.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for tuning in to Xbox ANZ Rewind. You can stay caught up across all of Xbox ANZ's socials. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and come back next month for another blast from the past.
Totally. And make sure you follow Mike's Mike on YouTube as well as all the other important socials for incredibly niche and entertaining pop culture content.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
This
for
was so
coming.
fun.
Thanks for coming.
It was fun. Thank you. Until next time.
Later, gamers.